Assalamualaikum and hello to Dr. Mashita and all my classmates. My name is Fatina Dira. Along with my partner Nur Daifina Arifah, will present about article review, which is a review of the role of tour operator towards sustaining ecotourism in Tanzania by Lilian Pisip. Tanzania is the largest country in East Africa and known for its exotic wildlife and rich of culture. Tanzania is one of the most iconic safari in the world. The article journal explores about the role of tour operator towards sustaining ecotourism in Tanzania. According from Anderson 2010, most of the tourists visiting Tanzania are linked to ecotourism visitor attraction. This is because it is anticipated that almost 90% of Tanzanian visitors follow nature-based tourism. Ecotourism is thought to have a low social and environmental impact and incorporates a wide range of stakeholders including local communities, tour operators and central government. Despite from the sector being successful, ecotourism has been facing many hurdles and setbacks in Africa over the last 30 years, which leads to main issue. Now we move to the main issue that I have been founded in the article journal, which is the first one is civil conflicts and poor governance. The poor governance affect to security, triangulity and environmental degradation, emasculating the potential and trajectory of ecotourism expansion. It is because of the lack in regulatory quality and the government ineffectiveness. This is why a good government leads to improved economic benefits in a globalized world and it accelerates economic transition. Now we move to the next issue, which is infrastructure support. For example, is roads, airlines, information and communication technology in Tanzania is deplorable. It is resulted to making ecotourism destination difficult to access and affordable in Tanzania. According to Beckman and Mananura 2015, the insufficient of human resources functioning as ecotourism practitioner and limited funding alternative, also corruption resulting in ability to minimize the negative and unwanted impact of the ecotourism. All of this combined with the lack of stakeholders' engagement in ecotourism management and conservation may have impact on physical, natural and cultural ecotourism resources for both present and future use.
This study outlined the importance of the 4 roles of tour operators towards sustainable ecotourism in Tanzania. The 4 suggested important key roles are the involvement in planning, development, promotion and implementation of ecotourism products. So, the author also highlighted the key roles of the tour operators so that they would be able to work closely with the other industry players in making sure that the ecotourism business would be able to enhance and also to conserve and market the destination sites and contribute to the country's revenue. Based on the textbook of Sustainable Tourism Management by John Swabrook, he mentioned that prior to the roles of the tour operators, some of the operators might just focus on the positive aspects of ecotourism trips for the tourists rather than on the problems that will occur because of ecotourism. Therefore, in order for the tour operators to properly carry out their roles, they need to be well equipped with the right knowledge on reasons why it is important to safeguard whatever that Tanzania had right now. So there would be none of them that would solely carry out their roles because of profit only. In the article, the author suggested that the setup and organisation of tour operators is also crucial in order to promote ecotourism so that a variety of ecotourism instruments, policies and legislation are able to produce. She also suggested that the issue of infrastructure contributed to the development of ecotourism in Tanzania since the facilities there are developed poorly. So the author provided examples of citation from other research that carried out in Costa Rica, Central America to support her point on the importance of the stakeholders' engagement. She stated that despite the threats from high rates of deforestation and expanding large-scale tourism that trades on strong environmental credentials, the country's success in leading in environmental conservation and thus sustainable ecotourism was attributed to an analysis and development of policies for general development and management of both small-scale and large-scale ecotourism. In the prospect of infrastructure, the government need to play roles in making sure Tanzania's infrastructures are well developed in order to boost the tourism sector. In the journal article, the author highlighted the need to include all key stakeholders in sustainability initiative, with tour operators as the crucial actors in the ecotourism sustainability related projects. This is due to their importance as one of ecotourism networks in the majority of the research that had been reviewed by the author. So based on the third suggestion by the author, since she highlighted that it is crucial to include tour operators as the key actor, because according to a recent National Environmental Management Council assessment, the deforestation rate in Tanzania is about 1.1% per person. This rate is said to be twice as fast as global deforestation that is currently running at the rate of 0.5% per year. To support the point by the author, in accordance to the textbook of Sustainable Tourism Management by Joshua Brook, it is mentioned under one of the 9 principles by White in 1993 that sustainable ecotourism should not degrade the source and should be developed in an environmentally sound manner by the tour operators and also by other stakeholders. So to conclude, particularly where integrated tour operators can actually make significant contribution to sustainable ecotourism by developing original and innovative experiences from the developed and offered products, planning sound and sustainable ecotourism products, and engaging in informative and protective marketing communication. Tour operators have a great possibility of promoting and increasing the sustainable implementation of any ecotourism strategy and goods due to their position in the implementation of ecotourism enterprises. These discoveries are essential for ensuring that Tanzania's natural and cultural resources are carefully used and also for future generations' precedence. So, as we can see, this article particularly focus on the current status, highlighting gaps and future possibilities, and to highlight the role of the operators in Tanzania. However, there is no proper empirical method that has been carried out by the author to test out whether the suggested roles of the tour operators would be able to successfully implemented in Tanzania in order to boost the ecotourism sector. The author also highlighted the strategies that tour operators and other players should do to promote more of ecotourism in Tanzania that technically we would be able to carry out. Therefore, a future research on the role of tour operators with a clear description and the necessary empirical research should be carried out to test out the effective